Well, Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock met with Pope Francis.
I don't give a fuck.
Why?
And the pontiff was so impressed with Warnock due to him being anchored in his faith.
What?
Total bullshit.
Warnock, the same Warnock who beat his wife
Fuck.
and is in favor of ending the life of the unborn.
What the fuck?
That Warnock?
Are you retarded?
Well, but he's anchored.
A bullshit?
I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this, oof. It's what's next. Happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jazz Borganzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today. Well, this is a guy who I probably mentioned once, maybe in a video once, sometime last year, or maybe it was in 22. That would be one Raphael Warnock out of Georgia. Democratic senator who just happens to be a quote-unquote minister, who beat Herschel Walker in a one-on-one. Of course, Herschel Walker, best known as Georgia Bulldog, Hall of Famer. He is a National Football League Hall of Famer as well. Played mainly with the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. But Raphael Warnock did something where a lot of people thought, hey, it's very impressive. He met with Pope Francis. Yes, the one and only pontiff himself, Pope Francis. Well, what did he talk about? Talk about, the weather, climate change, situations going on in Israel, the insanity that's going on in our college campuses right now due to Israel and, of course, Hamas. No. They talked about anchoring of faith. Yes, the Pope was so impressed with Senator Warnock due to his faith. Warnock, the same guy who got caught up in domestic abuse regarding his wife and is in favor of ending the life of the unborn, but he's anchored in his faith. Oh, we're going to have fun with this one. And here we go. This comes out of LifeSite. Pope Francis reportedly praises pro-abortion Democrat Senator Warnock for being, quote, anchored in his, quote, unquote, faith. Oh, yeah. Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, a liberal Protestant pastor, quote unquote, who promotes homosexual marriage. Oh, I forgot about that one too. And virtually unlimited abortion. Said Pope Francis commended him for being grounded in your faith. Vatican. Pope Francis reportedly praised Georgia Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock, a liberal Protestant pastor and strong supporter of abortion and homosexuality, for remaining anchored in his faith. Warnock, who has described himself as a, quote, pro-choice pastor, has been endorsed by Planned Parenthood, co-sponsored the Respect for Marriage Act that codified homosexuality marriage in U.S. federal law, which, of course, died in committee, thank God, and met with Pope Francis on Saturday. Here's Warnock on his Twitter page, X page. As a faith leader in the public square, I was honored to meet with the pontiff at the Vatican over the weekend and pray with him. I appreciate our discussion about the importance of staying grounded on our faith as we engage in political challenges of the day. Warnock recounted in a press conference where Francis told him, you engage in politics, but you remain grounded in your faith, and you're anchored in that. I'm impressed. Then he went on to discuss how faith informs perspective on the whole range of issues and that we're dealing right now in the public square, including Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Palestine conflicts. Warnock also, with Francis, discussed the need for peace, as well as what it means to be a faith leader operating in the public square, according to the senator's press release. Quote, the thing about Pope Francis is that he centers on human dignity, particularly with the dignity of the most marginalized people of the human family, Warnock told MSNBC's following his papal visit. Quote, that is something that I've tried to do in my ministry and my work here at the U.S. Senate, added Democratic Senator, who supports the murder of unborn children throughout the pregnancy and chemical and surgical mutilation of gender-confused children. I told you we're going to have fun with this one. My thoughts. The layers of hypocrisy just oozes out of this story. Senator Warnock, I'm in favor of gay marriage. Senator Warnock, I beat my wife. Senator Warnock, I'm in favor of unlimited and unfettered abortions. Senator Warnock, I'm anchored in my faith. The Pope was impressed. If this were Pope John Paul would have ripped a hole in this guy. Would have basically said, wait a minute, you're in favor of this, and this. And you come to me and you want, what would you like me to do? I can pray over you. I can ask you, you need to get quote unquote grounded in your faith because, yeah, dude, faith is what you're severely lacking. But I think that would have been the voice of reason coming from Pope John Paul. God rest his soul. But Pope Francis, the socialist Pope, well, that's about as good as you're going to get out of him because there will be no condemnation whatsoever coming from the Pope. Now, bishops and cardinals, on the other hand, they may have something to say, but of course, tight-lipped. They won't say anything. Christian ministers, on the other hand, will say something. The fact of the matter is that Warnock is a clown. He's a total ass clown. He's been an embarrassment for the state of Georgia. And of course, we all knew that he had no shot of losing to Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker, who had no political ties whatsoever outside of Donald Trump supporting him, there was no way that Warnock was not going to lose that race. So, grounded in your faith, anchored in your faith. I don't know what faith that is because it's not the faith that I think most Christians in this country would abide by. You know, Christ-centered faith. You know, because Warnock is centered all right, but yeah, in the wrong direction. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this, please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue to watch the show. Appreciate you guys watching. Continue to spread the word. And we'll see you next time. Peace.